Okay, first thing to be careful of is just making sure that you understand how to write these as fractions. So if you look at this one, you can write it as 1 over x squared. Next fraction will be 1 over x cubed. When you get to the third one, just be careful because it needs to be written as 4 over x squared. Okay, you're not squaring the 4 and writing that as a reciprocal. That would be if the whole thing was in a bracket. So if you had that, then that would be 1 over 16x squared. But when you've got that, the 4 is separate. The 4 is multiplied by x to the minus 2. So it's only the x that's has the power of negative 2 applied to it. So it's 4 over x squared. So this is 5 over x. This one would be 6 over the square root of x. And this one would be 7 over the cube root of x squared. So that's the first thing. However, I wouldn't turn them into roots and fractions when you're expanding something like this. So I would just keep it all in powers. So expand as you would normally expand there. So x to the 2/3 times x to the power of a third. When you multiply, you add the powers. So 2/3 plus 1/3 is just x there. And then x to the 2/3 times 6, x to the minus 2/3. The minus 6 is being multiplied by 1 effectively. And then you've got x to the 2/3 multiplied by x to the minus 2/3. 2/3 add minus 2/3 is 0. X to the power 0 is 1. So that's just your answer there. This one, same sort of thing. I do x times x first of all there, which gets you x squared. I then do x times the x to the minus 1. So 1 effectively, add negative 1, cancels out to leave minus 1 there. You're then looking above that, so I'd go multiply those two. So again, x to the minus 1 times x to the power 1 there is going to cancel out to leave x to 0. So you've got negative 3 there. And then finally, go this one to the end one there. So negative times negative is positive first of all. And then 3. And then x to the minus 2. So the advantage of that is that you can then group together things that need to be grouped together. And then if you need to at the end, you can turn it back into a fraction if you want to. But it just depends on what the question asks you to do. So you can write it like that at the end, but I wouldn't write it like that halfway through.